Bonjour et bienvenue à ma chaîne YouTube. Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to solve an exercise based on the simple future tense in French. L'exercice pour le futur simple en français. C'est parti! Before we begin with solving the exercise, let's have a quick revision. So the simple future tense is a tense that one uses to describe an action that will take place in the future. The action will take place with utmost certainty in the future. To make the simple future tense or le futur simple en français, we use the formula, that is, we take any given verb in its infinitive form, that is, we do not conjugate the verb remains as it is, and we simply add the endings, that is ai, as, a, ons, ez, ont, ont. We choose the appropriate endings with respect to the subject or the subject pronoun. It is also important to note that this formula is used for the majority of the verbs in French, because there is also a list of verbs that are exceptions. For that, we will see it in the next videos. Till then, we will be solving the exercise. Let's start with the first one. Nos élèves tiraient en anglais. The verb in the brackets is répondre, which means to answer. So, the sentence is, our students dash in English. Now, since we are discussing about the simple future tense, we get an idea about the meaning of the sentence. That is, our students will answer in English. Now, to make the simple future tense, we use the formula, that is, we take the verb in the infinitive form, that is, we take the verb as it is. In this case, it is the verb répondre. An important detail is that the verb répondre ends with a vowel, that is e. So in this case, we will be dropping the e. This is only for the verbs that end with a vowel. In that case, one must drop the vowel. So we drop the vowel, and now we need to choose the correct endings. That is with respect to the subject, that is nos élèves. Nos élèves, if one had to replace the subject with a subject pronoun, it would be ils, that is they, which is masculine plural. So in that case, the correct endings is ont. Nos élèves répondront en anglais. Our students will answer in English. Moving on to the next one. Les spectateurs tiraient à l'heure. And the verb in the brackets is arriver, which means to arrive. So the sentence is, the spectators dash on time. The spectators will arrive on time. So to answer the sentence, we follow the formula, that is, we take the verb in the infinitive form, then we choose the correct endings with respect to the subject, that is les spectateurs. So the subject pronoun that would replace les spectateurs would be ils, which means they, that is masculine plural. So the correct endings would be ont. Les spectateurs arriveront à l'heure. The spectators will arrive on time. Moving on to the next one. Tirer, tu avec tes amis. And the verb in the brackets is manger, which means to eat. Now, to understand the meaning of this sentence, we need to first solve it. So, we take the verb in its infinitive form, that is manger. Then we choose the correct endings with respect to the subject pronoun tu. So the correct endings would be es. Mangeras-tu avec tes amis? Will you eat with your friends? Moving on to the next one. Il tirait la porte. And the verb in the brackets is ouvrir, which means to open. So the sentence means he dash the door. He will open the door. So, first step, take the verb in its infinitive form. Second step, choose the correct endings with respect to the subject pronoun. Over here, the subject pronoun is il. So the correct ending is a. Il ouvrira la porte, which means he will open the door. And the last sentence, which is also a bit tricky, nous tirer le week-end. And the verb in the brackets is se reposer. Se reposer means to rest, and it is a pronominal verb. So when it comes to making the simple future tense for the pronominal verbs, we will be conjugating the verb, that is, we will add the reflexive pronoun. So in this case, the subject pronoun is nous. So if we had to conjugate the verb se reposer with respect to the subject pronoun nous, the reflexive pronoun would be nous. However, the twist over here is that we will not be conjugating reposer. We will be taking the verb reposer as it is, that is in the infinitive form. And now we will be choosing the correct endings. So the correct endings with respect to the subject pronoun nous is ONS. Nous nous reposerons le week-end. We will rest in the weekend. So, in case of the pronominal verbs, the reflexive pronoun will agree with the subject pronoun. So in this case, the subject pronoun is nous. Therefore, the reflexive pronoun se agrees with the subject pronoun, and therefore we get nous. However, when it comes to the verb itself, in this case it is reposer, we will not be conjugating it. We will take it as it is, that is, we take it in its infinitive form, and then we will be adding the correct endings with respect to the subject pronoun. Thank you for watching et à bientôt.